This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
All 4 holdouts at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge turned themselves this morning after federal agents surrounded the group in a tense escalation on day 40 of the standoff. The final holdout, David Frey, initially refused to surrender with the others. During a live broadcast, Frey was heard saying, "Unless my grievances are heard, I will not come out, and I'm feeling pretty suicidal. I'm not going to cower in the face of evil." He said, noting, "I'm willing to die. I'll kill myself before you guys take me." He peacefully walked toward FBI agents shortly after being talked down by supporters on live broadcast.
Deborah Strickland and her crew have opened a new office location. They had a ribbon cutting today with Access Realty. This location used to be the same office Strickland was at over 20 years ago.
Good morning and welcome everyone. We're excited to be here today to welcome back Deborah and Larry Strickland with Strickland Construction and also Kim Washington for Access Realty. We're here today at 2301 Winery Road. Come by and see them if you have any construction needs or real estate needs. They'll be happy to help you out. Please go ahead and cut the ribbon at this time. Here, Kim. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. Come on, ready? Ready? Woohoo! Let's do it! Thanks so much for being here. We have changed our office front here with Access Realty. Strickland Construction's been doing business here for 21 years in the Valley. Larry Strickland and myself are general contractors, well drilling contractors, and septic contractors. Now we've joined forces with Access Realty. Tawny is also the property manager here, and I'm now the property manager here for Access. So we've teamed up so we can offer all the services necessary to our community.
You've been normally located on Homestead Road, right?
Oh yeah, you know Dee. You know us. Yeah, and we still have our shop there and a storefront for incidental clients that want to meet down there, but we're doing all of our business up here at this storefront.
Well, and this is actually our old location. We were here for 5 years, back in the early 90s.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, kind of interesting, isn't it? This is really, the floor that's in there was the one that we all did together. When we started our business 21 years ago, we first were in the house down on Starlight. We moved here 20 years ago and we're back.
So fantastic to have you back home here. Can you tell me about the property management facet of it? Because that's something new, right?
It's very new for us. Dan retired. Dan Kelly retired from Access as the property manager, and when he did so, Kim gave us a call, said, "Would you come over?" And I was like, wow, what an opportunity, of course, because I love Kim. Kim Washington is amazing. Access Realty has a fantastic staff, and she's going to go into more detail, her and Walter, about what we offer here for our property management.
All right, congratulations once again on the ribbon cutting today. You're located where, and what's the hours of operation? You guys have a website too?
Yes, it's
PahrumPAccessRealty.com.
And then Strickland Construction is stricklandconstruction.net. Our location is 2301 East Winery Road, Suite 101 and 102 is where we had the ribbon cutting today.
For more information, a number to call?
775-727-4600 is the construction company, and 775-727-2332 is Access.
We'll catch up with the crew of Access Realty on tomorrow's broadcast.
Just over 100 years after he published his general theory of relativity, scientists have found what Albert Einstein predicted as part of the theory: gravitational waves. The gravitational waves, ripples in space-time, were created by the merging of 2 black holes. One black hole had the mass of 29 suns. The other was the equivalent of 36 suns. Each was perhaps 50 kilometers or 30 miles in diameter. More than 1 billion years ago, the two collided at half the speed of light. Gravitational waves pass through everything, so the result traveled through the universe for that time before reaching Earth.
A unique type of self-defense class was held on Tuesday at the Pahrump Senior Center.
Not so good hit. Good hit. What's this? All right, what's this?
Well, what we're doing is called blindselfdefense.com. What we do is we teach people how to strike from the no contact range without seeing at all.
And so is this geared towards the visually impaired or for anybody?
It's geared specifically for this visually impaired. However, it does have a lot of crossover to the sighted community for things like low light, self-defense applications, and things like that.
Tell me a little bit about the training that we're going to be seeing here today.
The training that we're going to be seeing is us figuring out how to get folks to hit the SL MIT, which stands for sound localization. Sound localization is basically figuring out where something is in space by hearing it and then being able to interact with it. We're going to use it to hit the focus mitts that we've created for the blind folks, and we're going to be using it to help line up a strike from a no contact range based upon the bad guy's voice.
Is this good for all people of all disabilities?
More geared toward the blind folks. However, anybody might need to use this stuff because, again, a lot of this bad stuff that happens out in society happens in the low light conditions where you may not be able to see as well.
Can you tell me about how you guys came up with this program?
We came up with it probably about a decade ago. I was in an altercation. I used to be a bouncer, and I was in an altercation where I lost my sight. The guy hit me in the eye and both eyes clamped shut. I had to finish that altercation without my sight. So that experience has stepped with me for quite a while. Also, I went and worked with the World Access for the Blind, and they do things like echolocation, navigating with tongue clicks, and the canes, and they can do amazing things like ride skateboards, bicycles. I went and got some training from those guys, and that inspired what you see here today.
Is this the first of many sessions, or is this a complete session right here?
We're trying to get a gym open here in town, and we're going to be doing multiple sessions here at the Pahrump Valley, the Pahrump Senior Center.
And when's the next one, do you know?
We're not certain yet, but we're hoping to get things going probably next week.
For more information, how can they contact you?
You can contact us at blindselfdefense.com. We're on Facebook and Google+.
Right after this break, we will have your latest news here in our own state.